So walking around SEMA, one of the things that we get a lot is the TORA feature vehicle area. So all the vehicles down this road, they're all feature vehicles for TORA. I forgot I'm not using one of the microphones. So, cut, stop, rebuild. Oh wait, that's a TV show. So as we walk around SEMA, one of the things we find right here along the West Hall is the TORA feature vehicles. So these are, I don't remember how many, but there's a bunch of them, TORA feature vehicles. You can actually scan them to vote to win. And I kind of dig this one because it reminds me of a pack of Marlboros. So the livery on it looks like a lot of the old racing cars, and Marlboro used to sponsor a lot of racing. And seeing as I'm a smoker and I'm currently smoking, it was the perfect one to start with. Don't smoke. It's bad for you. But it's pretty cool. And as we go along, we've got a Dentside Ford, which is a four-door. And a whole bunch of other ones. So we'll just kind of cruise by, grab a little B-roll. But these are... Scan your vote for your favorite TORA feature vehicle, which I am a member of TORA. So you got a Porsche Cayenne Turbo 2005, but each one of those, and you can scan the QR code and vote if that's your favorite build. That's really all I know about it because I didn't read the rest of the hot points, but a bunch of cool vehicles even outside. You know, right behind you, right along the street, so as people drive by, they get to see this, and it's pretty exciting. You know, there's always something in every area of SEMA, and people don't realize how big this place is. If you look down the aisle, we're in front of one building. This is the West Hall. Across the street, you've got the North Hall, the Central Hall, the South Hall. I mean, it's miles and miles and miles of walking.
Oh, where am I?
Oops. I love the build. I love everything, but oops. Somebody forgot something. And I'm not discounting the build, and I'm not saying anything's bad about it, because it happens to all of us. I didn't even bring one of my vehicles here this year because it wasn't 100% done. So you see stuff like that, it's not a reason to pick on them. People pick on cars all the time because it's missing a drive shaft or something. There's no reason to. People put tons and tons and tons of hours and money into these builds. Respect them. It doesn't matter if a lock isn't there. Who cares? It's gorgeous. It's a Dentside Ford. Somebody spent a lot of time and effort. I wish I knew all the parts on it because I really like this build. This is pretty cool. As we're walking through the TORA feature vehicles, I'm a member of TORA, but I don't know the whole scope of the TORA feature vehicles. I know they're amazing, and I love them, and I love the fact that they put them on the street so that even the cars driving by get to see them, and that's a big deal. Yeah. So, and like I was saying, because so many people, as you walk around, and it's kind of a common thing, you see it on YouTube, you see it everywhere, people pick on things that aren't 100% done, yes. Right? And I personally didn't get to finish one of my cars that was coming here this year. I left it at home because I had a part that was really big and missing called an engine.
Oh, well.
But to see a four-door Dentside Ford, right, it's like a hen's tooth already, and to do such an amazing job, my first question is, what is the color?
Well, it's something we're not real excited to disclose because we don't want to see them all here next year.
Yeah, but being the first means you win anyway. So what is the color?
Well, it's a Fiat color.
Okay. So and that's a really fun one. A lot of Hondas and Fiats and European cars and Japanese cars, they come up with some really cool colors that work really well on American iron. So this is absolutely beautiful. And like I said before, you can't pick on somebody for not being, like, he's got all his parts. It looks like you got a big diesel under there is my guess, looking at that exhaust.
There's the Cummins in there.
Okay. So absolutely beautiful. Are those Detroit steel wheels? Just a guess?
They're U.S. wheels.
U.S. wheels.
Yes, they also do an 8-lug Steely.
Okay, I really like that. And the reason I ask is I'm always looking for things for my builds.
Yes.
And I love the Detroit steel wheels, but that looks really good too.
Yeah,
so that's why I ask.
And we didn't necessarily want to go 20-inch, but they didn't have an 18 in stock, so we went. So we painted the rim black to make it look a little tighter.
Yep.
And we tried to keep it real narrow. That's only a 10-inch tire.
Yeah, but you don't need big fat tires.
No.
Right?
We're trying to get an older truck look.
No, it's absolutely beautiful. You know, I like some of the quality parts. Are those functioning LEDs on the mirror?
Yes.
Okay.
There's an arrow on one side and that LED on the other, and they're also heated.
Okay.
And we cleaned up the bars a bit to make them look a little nicer.
Well, it's absolutely beautiful, and if you just painted it, kudos to you. Right, to paint it, assemble it, and get it here on time. I understand your pain so much more than you know. So every year Yeah, every year I do builds. Every year I have things in here.
Yeah,
I usually compete in Battle of the Builders.
Yeah.
The car that was for Battle of the Builders this year is the one that didn't have the engine done. So now we can't even show it off until next year because we're still going to enter it.
Sorry that happened.
It happens, but beautiful. And like I was saying, and I'll say it one more time, when you're walking around or when you're watching these videos, don't pick on people for having little itty bitty things. Like I commented on your door lock.
Yep.
Right? It's not there, but you didn't just leave a hole. You actually kind of painted it to look like it was a door lock.
Yep.
But the amount of hours spent on restoring and modifying a vehicle like this is unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand how long it takes. Don't pick on just a little tiny thing. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Look at all the stuff that's gorgeous and beautiful and done well.
Sure.
So we're going to keep cruising along, but thank you so very much,
Thank you.
Brian.
Yes.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Do you have a shop, or is this like a personal thing?
I'm actually the owner, and the builder is here somewhere, and he's a talented young man, I'll tell you.
Cool. Well, thank you very much again. We're going to cruise on, and stay tuned to all of the footage, not just from Gone Jeepin', not just from Unofficial Use Only, but all of the footage that you find from SEMA 2023, and keep checking out all these amazing builds.